So, Phil, we're talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs right now, having a huge amount of issues right now with Randy Carlyle is trying to figure out what the hell he's got to do. He's switching up his top two lines after all the shit that's going on in the way they're playing. Do you think that the coach has any validity in shaking up his top two lines?
Well, why not? It's gonna, if you think that they're not playing well.
But it looks like the team is shut down on the coach, Bud. Do you see that?
Sorry?
Phil? It looks like the team has shut down on the coaching staff.
Well, if they think that if the ownership or the management thinks that they shut down on the players, or the players shut down on the coach, then the coach will be gone.
Yeah.
But I don't think that. I don't think the players have done that. Let's face it, guys. I really like Bernier as a goalie, really do. But if they don't have great goaltending, they're not going to win. Mm-hmm. Just like then Edmonton's won 4 games in a row, and they're going like, let's make the parade route, for Christ's sake. But Scrivens has been outstanding.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the goaltending, you're not going to win.
Yeah, goaltending can hide a lot of your deficiencies.
As it did last year for like the first 10 games.
But you're 100%.
Even it did that
But
year
Phil, I agree with everything you say. I just think that the team's relationship with the coach is not recovered since the end of last season, and I can see it in the bench and the way Mr. Carlyle approaches them. I think there's a major disconnect.
It's quite possible, Frankie. You're absolutely. It happened. It could be, but that's just maybe us speculating that that's what the reason is. Listen, if the players don't play for the coach, you know it. You can tell as a manager. You can tell as a fan, for crying out loud. And maybe that's what you're doing. And Billy knows that. You can tell when the players shut down and they're not responding to the coach, and then you get rid of them.
But Phil, as a guy that played in the National Hockey League for a while, do players actually quit on their coach?
Absolutely.
Well, absolutely. I think they don't quit on him. It's like they don't give a shit and they don't listen to him.
So that's basically
quitting. That I can see, yeah. Not listening for sure.
But that's basically quitting.
I never played at the high level that these guys did. So.
Phil, you know what I love about you? You're a straight shooter.
Yeah.
When the players hate the coach, what happens, Phil?
They don't listen.
Yeah, they just do what they want to do.
But that's not necessarily true, because all the Detroit players hated Scotty Bowman. Montreal players hated him. They played.
Different type.
But those are good teams, though.
Because if you.
Well,
they hated him personally, but they respected him.
Okay, so that's what I. All right, yeah.
That's different.
So you're saying.
Listen, Scotty Bowman would take a player who hated his guts and he would fix him right up. He fixed up Fedorov. He put him on every fucking aspect of hockey. He was a winger, he was a centerman, he was a defenseman until Fedorov did what he wanted to do. Because Scotty Bowman knew the game inside out, right? Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter if you hate his guts. But Scotty Bowman is an anomaly. It doesn't happen with all the other coaches. When the players shut down on listening to the coach is going to be fired. Correct, Phil?
Well, 9 out of 10 times, that's for sure.
I mean, he's won a Stanley Cup before, right?
I can tell you when they're going to fire the coach is when management or the president or the owner of the team says, we are 100% behind our coach. You know the coach is going to get cut.
It's a kiss of death.
Oh, it's a kiss of death, like Caesar. Like, come down. We're just going to talk. Everything's going to be okay.
Except Bill will say that there is no owner. There is no one owner to do that.
I'm just talking about usually. Go ahead, Phil.
Every year around Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, coaches get fired. Players, because you played about 15, 20 games. And, everybody watches that. They do. Players get traded, coaches get fired. And it'll happen again this year.
I say Randy Carlyle's done like dinner. I say that anybody below Shanahan is going to be gone. He's going to do what every executive does when they take over a corporation or they take over a company or they take over a sports team. They get rid of all the people that he did not hire or she did not hire, and they start fresh. And I'm telling you right now...
Frankie, I agree with you, except for one thing. I really still think that Shanahan's trying to get through this year as much as he can so that he can get Babcock.
Yeah, that I was going to bring that up. I mean, if you fire Carlyle, who do you replace him with?
Well, you bring up one of the assistant coaches, or
But if you do that, you're telling your team, I have another guy in
Your
mind.
fan base.
And you're telling your fan.
Okay,
exactly.
okay, so this is what I'm telling you. I think that Hunter was hired for a different job, but Hunter could be an interim coach. Very talented man.
Marcus goes before.
Yeah, I know. I'm giving you my gut
No,
feel.
that's fair.
I think that here's my my look at this. I think that that Hunter was brought in specifically if he has to go in there and be an interim coach, and he's got the credentials and the credibility to do that. I think Carlisle's done like dinner.